What did I tell y'all? I knew this was going to happen.
Pascal.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Pascal back at it again with another pop-up video. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and on Twitter. The Pascal Show, one word. Hit that like button down below, and let's not forget to crush that subscribe button if this is your first time checking out this channel right here. Anyway, we got to jump into this story, and I told y'all, I knew that this was going to happen. So let's just get straight into it, okay? We already know Bryan Kohberger has been arrested in connection to the Idaho 4 tragedy, the 4 students that where their lives were taken just a little bit off of the University of Idaho's campus. We have been covering it and talking about it for almost, damn near 7 weeks now, and they now have this man, Bryan Kohberger, in custody. Now, yesterday there was extradition. There was an extradition hearing, where we actually got to see this guy's muglish for the first time, okay? Walking out, doing his perp walk, not crip walk, but his perp walk into the courtroom so that we could find out if he was going to actually waive his extradition so that they can actually take him back to Idaho. Well, it actually went down. He waived his extradition. It was a very, very quick in and out trial, okay, or in and out hearing. And the judge said that he would be moved within 10 days. Now, I just want to say, if you didn't see my show yesterday when we watched this as a family, I did say, guarantee you they're going to be moving him tomorrow. The judge said 10 days just to throw people off. That's what I think. I don't think they wanted anybody to know when his next move was going to be, because of course they're worried about his safety too. They need to get him back to Idaho so that they can find out what the heck is going on here. Shoot, if he actually did it or not. Shoot, if there are other people involved in this as well, so that they can take everybody down, right? And again, Bryan Kohberger is still claiming that he is innocent, y'all. He's sitting here going, it's innocence. I don't know, y'all. To me, it's saying something else. To me, all roads are pointing as him being the monster that did these unthinkable things. But we got an article we got to look at really, really quick. Let's rock and roll. Breaking news, okay? Idaho unaliving the Idaho tragedy suspect, let's just say that, is being extradited from Pennsylvania and left correctional facility really early this morning, 6 o'clock this morning, after court hearing where he mouthed, "I love you" to his mama. Okay. Now, I just find that very interesting, but at the same time, it is what it is. He is still a human being, and there is a woman that did bring him into the world. Let's keep that straight funky, okay? But let's get into this article, okay? So we already know that Bryan Kohberger is a suspect in the quadruple tragedy. They already started his process back to Idaho after leaving Pennsylvania at around 6 a.m. this morning. The 28-year-old left Monroe County Correctional Facility after waiving his right to extradition in a hearing yesterday, okay, according to News Nation, all right? He is expected to be brought to Latah County Jail in Moscow, which is less than 2 miles from where this tragedy took place on November 13th. Now, again, you saw that little perp walk, with him walking around. You see these photos of him out here. Just disturbing, okay? Criminal justice graduate Kohberger mouthed, "I love you" to his mother while in the courtroom, and his sister comforting her as she cried throughout the hearing. And now we already know, I can only imagine what the family's going through right now, okay? What the Kohbergers are going through right now. There's their son being tried, being looked at in such a way, it's just, I can only imagine what this family's thinking, okay? But Warden Hadel confirmed that Kohberger is no longer in his custody, adding that he's been moved by Pennsylvania State Police. It is understood that Kohberger will be transported via plane back to Idaho. I called that too. I was like, there's no way they're going to do a road trip with him. Nah, That is way too much exposure. They need him here in the air and back on the ground in Moscow. Put him in a jail. Keep him on S watch. Keep him away from anybody else that's in the jail with him as they're holding him and waiting and as he is waiting for his trial. Keep him far away from this BS. Far, 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 far away. All right. So a judge in Idaho has issued a gagging order on Moscow police and legal teams in relation to the case, barring anyone linked to the case from talking about it. Why? Which makes no sense to me. We're going to talk about that in a later show, in a later video. I promise you that. Latah County Prosecutor Bill Thompson said once he gets here, he'll have an initial appearance with our magistrate. They'll deal with issues such as making sure competent counsel is representing him unless he decides to represent himself. Okay, a little TB, Ted Bundy, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, and the case will be scheduled for hearings, obviously, so that they can get this thing rocking and rolling. All right. Now, there was a public offender, Ann Taylor, will be representing. Interesting. Will be representing Kohberger. Wow. That's interesting to me, too. So you're telling me a woman, a female lawyer for Bryan Kohberger. That's very interesting. Okay. However, a five-strong team of investigators hired by his defense team were sent to the home where the slayings took place. It is unusual for defense attorneys paid by the state to create a reconstruction of the crime scene. Once Kohberger arrives in Idaho, the state law will allow the court to unseal the probable cause affidavit, something which the victims' families have been keen to see. So have we. He will need to appear in court before that can happen on 4 counts of unaliving, 4 counts of M, and 1 of felony burglary. Now, this is a photo of the family of the Kohberger family getting out of the car, walking into the court to witness his extradition hearing. Now, one of the other things I'm wondering about as well is why they are barring the information from the rest of the world, from the public. We already know that people have been running rampant about theories, rumors, and even harassing innocent people here. So I'm wondering why they're barring the information. The affidavit we'll be able to get, which is fantastic news from my understanding of this article. That's fantastic news. But as far as the trial, we're not going to be able to find out anything unless it's leaked or unless it's fabricated. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay? I want to know all the juicy details that happen inside that courtroom. The other thing, though, too, going back to his extradition, I told you that he was going to be extradited within the next day. I told you they were going to do it out of nowhere, behind everybody's back, right under everybody's noses. And that's exactly what they did. 6 a.m. this morning, he was extradited to Idaho to go and face the music, go and face the things that he is being accused of doing. So anyway, guys, that's the video. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. All right. Especially with this gag order. That is strange to me, right? This gag order is very interesting to me. But nonetheless, doesn't matter. It sucks that we don't get the information, but at least we're getting closer to justice for the Idaho 4. Comment down below. Hit that like button. And most definitely do not forget to crush that subscribe button. It's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys in the next video. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.